secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Longhorns offense will go on the attack first. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense
breaks into the open. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And the Longhorns aren't threatening on first and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Looking to get in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Missouri Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. And it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. Receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. Fouls through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field it close to the 50. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And this is an offensive coordinator's dream. The short field, the very short field, the punt return setting up a 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Texas. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That's reeled in, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Texas offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try and play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you've got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the big...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Caught over the middle. It's Terrell. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Texas!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Texas. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
and who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Slides away. Looking to scramble. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got rid of it just in time. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the returner will be knocked down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On target to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires deep on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Catch is made at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. He'll heave it deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State.
Going right to work up top.
If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Makes the catch right at the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds a man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy.
Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. This offense has put on a display in the first. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he puts through the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the sack. All the way back at the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Wants to throw. It's Clark. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
4-2 Spider.
Wants to go up top. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And his first pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Back to pass, it's Clark. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw, it's Clark. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. They'll give it to the back. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. Smashes ahead. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Look out, he's got room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Tigers are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete.
He's going to fire deep. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati is running away with this one right now. It's kind of felt like that old Bearcat has been crowd surfing all game. They're up 14 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Clark. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space and couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it near midfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Complete to the left. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Clark. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to get...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Still running at the 40. He's loose. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
You know, as a quarterback in college football, if you just play one play at a time and do your job, the stats are going to come, the wins are going to come. Here we are late in the year. That last completion, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards passing on the year.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever. And down he goes back at the 3.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game...
And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the returner will be brought down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Clark. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. On his way back from the 20. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
To the air on 2nd down. Going deep. Catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Got it.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Clear. Clear.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kent State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets it to him on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Clark. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The screen. He's got wheels. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Gets it to the back. And he's knocked down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.